Good afternoon. Today is the 25th of June and this is part 3 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the Yattendon Classic Vehicle Day near Thatcham in Berkshire. I do apologise in advance for the wind noise. There's nothing I can do about it. For the incorrect information which will inevitably come. If I get interrupted by announcements, if I fall over, I'm afraid that's just the way that it goes on this channel. So I don't know what this is at all. I haven't a clue. Somebody, maybe who's got time to do a reg check on it, might tell me. I'm getting possibly kind of vibes like a Rover P4 or something. I don't even know what this is at all. It's got a Rover badge on the front, but I think this has got a special car. I have absolutely no idea. Somebody can tell me. I don't know. This, I think, is an MGTF. Octagon instruments and things like that. TF 1500 badges on the side. I have a feeling this car's been repainted at some point in its life. I'm not sure that's the original colour from the 50s, but that looks very nice. Also looking very nice is this very late Mini 1275 GT. We've had a Clubman in one of the earlier parts, but this is the 1275 GT. Just take my glass off so I can see what colour it is. It's black. This is for very last year actually. This is a 79 to 80 registration, and they only made these until 1980 for 1275 GTs. That's fantastic, isn't it? Goodness me, viewers, if you want your friends in your Mini, then why not leave space for lots of them? Everyone's complaining about the rear space in the back of one of these, so make it as much as you possibly can. 1971 to 2 registration on trade plates. Wonderful, hilarious, brilliant. Another Mini 1275 GT, a much earlier one, this one. Again, like the white one here, 1971-72 plates. You've got the Dunlop alloy wheels on this, and then aftermarket steering wheel. But yeah, they look very purposeful, don't they? Probably these didn't have a lot of value for a long time, but of course they do now. Mark 1 Mini, I think this is, with the house style door handles with sliding windows with exposed hinges, no security whatsoever. Alika Zagoni's obviously thought you didn't need any. Yeah, Mini Minor, so very early Morris badge one. This is a much later one, 82, 83 registration. Although it looks a little bit older than that, just the way it's been done. Mini City, I think this is a 1991 or a 1992 on a J. Again, like so many other cars, got super light wheels, like the old Mini lights. That breeze is annoying, I'm afraid of views, but it does mean that I'm a lot cooler than I always would have been, which is like 30 degrees today. 1965 Austin Mini Countryman Mark 1. The wood is kind of fake, but it's just wonderful. Obviously, you could buy a minor traveller or something like this. You could buy a Morris Mini Traveller as well. This is the Countryman with the wavy grille and everything. That is just fantastic. 1983 to 84 Mini. Again, made to look probably a little bit older than it is. Been to Cafe in the Machine Retro Rides Weekender. 1988 to 89 Mini. Isle of Wight Adventure 2022. Yes, I was there, I filmed that. I wonder if that's part of a club. I think actually this is Basingstoke Mini Club. Yes, I should just look at the flag, shouldn't I, viewers? What an idiot, like usual. Mini Sprite Mark 6, 1995-1996 registration. It's probably one of the last of the Mark 6 before we brought the 7 out. Of course, from Croker and Bridger. 7's have an airbag, this one doesn't, so it's a late 6. The Sprite, I think, was discontinued at the time as well. Could be wrong about that though, like I am about so many things. 1971-72 Mini Clubman. Forget the name of this colour. It's pretty extraordinary. It's left-hand drive as well. I wonder if that was from another country originally. Another Mark 6 Mini here. This is the Sidewalk edition. Again, about 95, 96. It looks blue on camera, but actually it looks green to me, or turquoise. Very strange. Mini British Open Classic. Wow. I think I've seen one of these before. This one's been a bit modified. What's that? Okay, 92, 93. Mini pickup from 75. The pickup's actually kept the original appearance of the Mini, is in the kind of sliding windows and the house-style door handles and things like that, and the exposed hinges right the way through until they were discontinued in 1982. Mini Marcos, 1979 to 1980 registration. Glass fibre, I think these were. Unusual looking car. 1969 to 1970. 69 actually, because this is a Mark II Mini. Austin Mini Cooper Mark II. I should just look at the back. Yeah, so it's a very late Mark II, because the Mark IIIs came on an H plate as well in late 1969. Mini 30, 1989. I thought these came in another colour as well, as far as I remember. I think they came in sort of like a dark red as well. But definitely got the right seats and things. 2000 Mini Cooper Sport. Someone's got the incredibly long history of it on there. And that's been, well, modified too, hasn't it? Definitely been modified. Another Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprite. We've already seen a couple of these, I think. That one looks quite original, apart from perhaps the steering wheel. Another Mini 1275 GT. That's 3 today. Yeah, let's open the doors and keep them nice and wide open so you can cool it down. So yes, on a P, so 75, 76. Morris Mini Coupe. I think this is maybe a Mark II. I think they came in 64. This is a 65 though. Much later Mini. 92, 93. And this is even later. This is actually, if I look at this, let's have a look at the steering column. Yeah, this is a Mark VI Mini. Be about 1996, but made to look significantly older. Yeah, the badge gives it away though. So another Mini Cooper, LED headlamp upgrade, Mark 7. As you can see, we've got the stalks from the Rover R8 and the Rover 100 in this, and an airbag. So that's an easy way to tell the Mark 7s apart. I'm not actually sure what exactly year this is, but it'll be between 96 and I think 2000. Mark 1 Escort Estate, 1973 to 74 registration. These are rare. They're very rare. And actually, for once, I don't think this is too modified. That looks great, doesn't it? NHK. Oh my gosh. It's actually on the same registration sequence as the console from the Sweeney. So which dates it to, I think, early 74. It's the first one of these ADO 16s I've actually seen today. I thought I was expecting to see a lot more of them, to be honest. Maybe we'll find some more somewhere else. But yeah, this is the Van den Pla version. And it has a lovely leather interior. And wood. Agreeable. Very agreeable. 64, yeah, it's a very early one actually. Very nice. More tasty classics over here. Again, 73, 74 on an M. MGB. Triumph Stag, again on an M, 73, 74. I like this colour, that's nice. Those seats have been changed at some point, haven't they? Well, Lancia Beta Coupe, the 2000s, 1976-77 registration, with a bright sort of brick coloured interior. Wonderful. That makes me happy seeing that view. That's very nice. Also nice is this Jaguar S-Type. Look at this, dark green with a beige leather interior and with wood. Oh no, it's cream really, but if that was a beige leather interior, I'd be very happy. It's a manual as well, that's unusual. It's probably the V6, I'd say, that one. Right-hand drive DS. Oh, wonderful. Don't see too many right-hand drive DS's anymore. 69 to 70 registration. It's one of the earlier facelifted ones of these because it's got the older door handles. Where on earth is the gear lever? It's back the gear lever on top of there. Wow. Brilliant. It's the DS21. Or DS21. E30 BMW 3 Series 1990. This is the 320i. More MG action here. 1949 MG YT. Lovely, lovely sort of old English white colour with a red interior. Sort of comic hood on this. Must have put side screens in there as well. Another Reliant scimitar. 76, 77. Now I'm not allowed to make the reference that you want me to, viewers, I'm afraid. That is banned. Personal plate on this, I think this is an S-Type R. Certainly looks like one. Ooh, we've got a cream interior, yeah, but it's all a bit of wood though. I think this is an S-Type R. I don't know. Failed. Morgan, 2012. Another +4 like the other ones we saw wear. And that is rather nice. 1967 to 68 Morris Minor 1000 two-door, heavily modified. I don't know what alloy wheels these are. Have we got a different gearbox in here from standard? Probably. All sorts of switches. Not exactly to my taste, but somebody probably loves that, don't they? Rover P6. This is for 3,500. Let's have a look and see if this is the S version, because those are normally manual. Oh, hello. This has actually had, I think, the LT77 gearbox in it from the Rover SD1. Yeah. Never know, will we? MGA 1600. This is one of the later MGAs with the 1.6 engine. But, you know, I prefer even more this Ford Sierra. That, I think, is an XR 4x4. Yes, it is. That I approve of very much. It'll have the 2.9 Cologne in it, won't it? 1989 to 90 on a G. I have driven a Sierra of this vintage, with this gearbox actually, the MT75, but it had the 2 litre in it. This is a bit more powerful than that, I think. Yes, those things are rapid. I think, yeah, this isn't a Minor, this is a bit bigger. It is an Oxford. MO Oxford, early 50s I think this was. It looked like a big Morris Minor because it was designed by Isigonis as well as the Minor, about the same time. Series 1 Land Rover, next to its main rival, an Austin Gipsy. These are really rare, the Gipsies. The reason is because they were actually made of all steel and they rusted like crazy. And when the Land Rover company came into the BL fold, along with BMC in about 1968, they didn't really need two of them, so they discontinued the Gipsy. That's 65, with the auxiliary fire service and a big pump on the back, I think. Nice Jaguar XK, second generation XK, this one. And I prefer it in a darker colour, the beige leather interior, but you know, it's an R, so maybe it suits a more aggressive look anyway. Ooh, a Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution 2. This will be about 93, 94. It's one of the very last. I think production actually ended in 95 for this, but I could be wrong. Bedford CF, 1979 to 80. There was a facelift that came in 1980, but this is still a pre-facelift one. It's automatic. I hope that's got the slant 4 on it, yes. It might even have the 6-cylinder, I don't know. 1968-69, Morris Minor Tourer. If it's a genuine Tourer, it'd be a very late one. There are lots of conversions of these, but genuine Tourers are quite rare and valuable. And then we will have a look at more Austin Healey action. In fact, I think this is a replica. Look at those doors. Those aren't the original style, are they? Someone's put... oh no, they haven't. Gosh, look at that. It's actually an 89 to 90 registration on this. I can't remember the basis of this. It's the Sebring is the name of this. Sort of replica. There's a Ford bits on the interior there. Mind you, it looks great. It looks fantastic. Spitfire Mark IV next to it. This is from the early 70s, I would say. I think this colour's Rio Brown from memory. 72, 73 registration on an L. That looks in lovely condition, doesn't it? That looks great. Another Land Rover Series 2A. How many Land Rover Series 2As are we going to see today, viewers? Despite the fact this is actually earlier than the one we saw with the headlamps and the wings, you could actually get those for certain markets earlier than that. So we were the last market to have the headlamps and the grille. That little LAN, I think, has moved to get out of the ridiculously hot sun. I don't blame the owner of that for doing that. And then we've got a Lotus Esprit. Very, very nice. It with the Mark III Cavalier door handles. This will be from some point in the 90s. I think before the V8, because the V8 would actually have a badge on it. I think we're going to have to skip down all these Defenders views. Just keep going because I can't talk about any of them, because the Mayor of London does not approve of cars with certain types of engine. We can go down to this Porsche 911 here. 77-78 Porsche 911, and that's the boot there, of course. Oh, another one of these sprites. Didn't realise I received two sprites today. This one is a 67 and a Wolseley sort of special, I think. I don't know what year that would be. And that's, oh gosh, about 1930 or so, that MG. They'll ask me to identify everything here, views. Unlike what people tell me that I am not an encyclopedia. I am a person with a fallible brain. So this is basically Classic Car Club, who have brought some tasty treats out, including this MGB Roadster on the original bumpers, 1975-76. Having just driven a rubber bumper MGB Roadster the other day, in fact I think it was 2 days ago, that is very appealing to me. Even more appealing actually though is this 1966 Triumph 2000 automatic. I love this colour. This is a slightly earlier one. It's not got the badge on the rear bumper. I would love to drive something like this, viewers. Yeah, this is a May 66. The facelift was in October 66. Borg Warner gearbox. Excellent. Rover P4. Rover 80. Would be from, I think, the late 50s then. I've driven a P4. It was a Rover 100 with a red interior like this. And yes, the gear change, but it has no synchromesh on first, which did confound me slightly when I drove it. Wow, 2001 MGF Trophy 160. With a very hairy looking friend there. Trophy 160 SE. Envisages a track day car, front and rear spoiler, better brakes, and of course you've got the tuned engine that then went into a lot of other MGs in the 2000s. 1967 Jaguar 420, which was based on the S-Type with a 4.2 engine and a different front end. These are much more affordable cars than a Mark II. I personally think these look better. It's all subjective, of course, but I do like that. The Daimler version of this that we saw a little bit earlier, it is somewhere nearby. That I preferred even more, but then I would do, wouldn't I? Oh, yes, it's one of these Vauxhalls that predated the PA Cresta. There were three different types: the Wyvern, Velox, and then the Cresta. This was the sort of mid-spec one. I think this was a 6-cylinder engine in this one. There we go. And here is an S-Type, having spoken about the 420. Let's have a look at this. Registered 1966. Manual, that's good. Look at all this paraphernalia there. This is the 3.8 litre Wonder, the desirable Wonder manual gearbox. 1972-73 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 1. Smell the leather interior from here, very nice. And we've got the, I can't remember if these are fog lamps or ice detecting bits, so I forget now. They look similar. Rolls-Royce from the 30s, I think this. These aren't actually that expensive to buy if you want one. Oh right, okay, that's the Silver Shadow 1, this is the Silver Shadow 2. 1979 to 80 registration with a vinyl roof. Quite late, these finished in 1980 to make way for the Silver Spirit. And it has, oh yes viewers, a beige leather interior with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Always a Model T as well. Smell about a mile off. And of course some headlamp wiper action with the little brushes on there as well. Excellent. Little modern thing here. Bentley, I could forget what these are actually called. W12 engine. Yeah, I've totally forgotten what these are called at the moment. Maybe I'll remember later. I can't remember what the name of these now. I told you my brain wasn't infallible. Of course it's not. No one's brain's infallible. Mine is particularly fallible sometimes. Right, the Mocha's leaving. Just no side protection whatsoever. And the Mustang's leaving. Followed by the Caterham. But I've got something good to look at. 1978 to 79 Vauxhall Cavalier Mark I 2000 GL. Yes please viewers. This is exactly the kind of thing that we like. And someone's put a 5-speed gearbox in it as well. I wonder what that's from. Oh, it's 78. Oh, an information sheet here as well. Yeah, it's a Getrag 5-speed. One owner from new. And next to it is a car based on the same platform, but much later, an Opel Manta B GTE This was registered in 1988. It's one of the last ones. Very, very nice views. We like this a great deal. I'd like to have a go in one of these actually. It just depends if anybody offers me one. Like so many other things on the channel, which is why I put it in virtually every video. The cars you see on the channel for review, it depends if somebody offers them to me. That's generally how they come. I also like this, very late Mark III Cavalier, 1.8 LS I think it is. Yes it is, automatic, registered 1995, so it's one of the very last. The last one I think was made in August 95, and it was registered on an N. I saw that actually at Bromley Pageant earlier this month. I've seen it before too. 2002 Mazda MX-5 Mark II NB. Is this a special edition by any chance, or is this a normal one? Just a standard one. It's nice anyway. 2010 Jaguar XK. Still I think on the pre-facelift, as far as I know. And then a Ford Prefect, as in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They still have the side valve, I think the 1172 in these ones, at some point in the 50s. Later on, when the 105e Anglia came out in 59, they continued to make this style of car, but it was renamed the Popular. Another one of these P4 Rovers. Again with a red interior. And that's the 75, so that's mid-50s, I think, remember. We'll move on to the Thames Valley Morgan Sports Car Club. Lots and lots of Morgans. That's a personal plate though, but that's a +4. It's really hard to date Morgans if they don't have the correct plate on them, because, you know, just casually looking at them, it could be any age. This one, again, I have no idea. It's after 2000, that's for sure. +4. This one's much earlier. 69 to 70 registration. And that's a 4.4. I think those were 1.6s. Another 4.4 here, but much later, 2008 to 9. With a very nice biscuit interior and wood. It's not a beige leather one, it's a biscuit one. I think those stalks are off like a Nissan or something from memory. Can't remember now. Another +4. Again, quite a late one. This is like 2009 or later. Again with those stalks. And this one has a beige leather interior with wood. I do like that one. I like this one more though, because it's dark green with a beige leather interior. And wood. Fantastic. Meets with my approval, that one. Very, very much. That's 99 to 2000 plate. This one looks a bit earlier. We've got the old kind of Allegro and Marina type stalks on this. I think that gearbox is out of a Rover SD1. That is a +4. What year that is, I don't know. So we found an MA MX-5. We've also found this unusual looking thing. It says it's called a Kilo Sport. No idea, but it looks like it's maybe mini base or something, I don't know. DB5 is leaving. And then we have a Vauxhall VXR8. It's probably a little bit later than the plate. Yeah, it's a Vauxhall badge one rather than Holden one. Very desirable now. Sort of like a successor to this, which is a Lotus Carlton. Someone's even left the window open so I can have a look. 6-speed gearbox, same as in a contemporary Corvette ZR1. 3.6 litre 24 valve charged cooled engine, as it says there. And yes, very, very desirable indeed. 1973-74 MGB. I think this is like a dark blue colour. I would say purple in a way, but say dark blue. I think we saw this Jackery Type 4.2 a bit earlier on. If we haven't, we'll just have another look at it. This will be a little bit later than that plate. It'll be 65, 66 minimum. Right, anyway, thank you so much indeed once again for watching part 3 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the Yattendon Classic Vehicle Day. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for more incorrect information.